Hi guys, and welcome to today's video. Today is the last installment of my makeup collection and declutter series. It is part 8 today. Part 8. I'm doing my primers and concealers. I should have probably planned this better and done that to like begin with. I could have done it all like base to start with, but we've just been doing them in any old order. Maybe that's more fun, perhaps. Also, I just want to say in this video, because it's the last one, the last installment, I'll give you a bit of a sneak peek for what's next. Since filming these declutters, I have got obviously the big bin of chopping block and the declutter bins. I've got 2 bins for that. I just threw all my makeup back in the drawers. And that is the brutal and messy reality of it. So I will 100% be filming a makeup collection and organisation video. So if you're excited for that, then let me know down below. There's a lot of makeup in here that's got its own dedicated drawer that it really does not need it. Primer and concealer is one of them. I really would like to get my primers and concealers in one drawer as a shared drawer. That would be amazing. So yes, that video will definitely be coming soon. I just need to dedicate like a whole afternoon to just ripping everything out and just sorting it all out. It's a mess. Also, just on the topic, like I have done for the past 8 videos, please do not ask for any of the makeup I'm decluttering today. It is all spoken for. My friends and family will be taking anything that is suitable. Anything that's unhygienic, gone off, nasty, used up will be thrown away, but it will be recycled to the Maybelline Recycling Centre where possible. So yeah, please don't ask for the decluttered makeup. It is spoken for, and I don't want you to be disappointed when I either don't reply or say no. I wouldn't want to do that. So please don't ask for it because it's not there to give. I think that's all I've got to say, but yeah, without further ado, let's get into the concealers and primers, the last makeup declutter video. Woohoo! I'd say this is the single most chaotic drawer in my entire makeup collection. Yeah, I'd probably stand by that statement. So these are all primers here. These are all eye primers and glitter glues and just anything small that I don't want to get lost in here. These are all eye primers. Oh, and a lip primer here. Just small primers. And then these are, look again, like that weird thing. I don't know what it is. It's like not dust. It's almost, it's weird. Do you like my Morrison's bag of empties there? Yeah, that's great. But these are all facial lotions. So I keep them next to my primers because some days I don't want necessarily a primer. I want a facial lotion. I don't know if I'm going to keep it like this. I might just put this with my skincare. Who knows at this point? But we need to chop a lot of this down. Okay, I have a lot here. I've decided that actually what I'm going to do, as I was pulling all these out, that I'm not going to include my facial moisturisers in here, because honestly I do use facial moisturiser every single day, twice a day, because I'm a dry skin queen. So I think that part will just most likely come down to organisation, because I'm pretty sure I'm going to keep every single one of those moisturisers. But primer is something that I'm just like, oh god. Like, I want a good 30% of these to go bye-bye. We do not need all of this. So I've got other primers and like eye primers here, and I'm just gonna do that in a minute. But I'm gonna do the ones that I absolutely love first, so we can see the wood for the trees. So first off, keeping the Thirst Aid primer. I don't know why I'm keeping it in the box. Why am I keeping it in the box, you may ask? I don't know. We're gonna get rid of the box and keep this. This MUA Pro Base Smooth Blurring Stick. Is this dry? Oh no, it's still actually, it's kind of working. I'm going to get rid of this on the basis that I don't really care to cover my pores. So I'm going to get rid of this. These two, I'm keeping these my all-night facial primers. I really love these, keeping both. I'm going to try and speed through this, honestly, because it's just so much, okay? The Pro Brace Banana Primer, love this, keeping it. Elf Poreless Putty, I feel like I haven't tried this enough, and this was like a cult following, or had a cult following for a while, so I'm going to keep this one. This Too Faced Hangover RX Primer I'm keeping. Smashbox Primerizer, my little mini that I've got here. I think they've actually discontinued this now, but I'm going to probably Project Pan this at some point. Maybe I can include it in my Project Pan when I've finished my other things, but I'm going to keep this even. The same with the Becca First Light Priming Filter. I actually like this. I just need to use this up because they don't sell this anymore. This Paul and Joe primer was actually quite nice, and I'm going to keep it. I think I've got the minis here as well, so I'll keep the minis. I think there's probably one more somewhere, but I'm going to keep the minis. Oh, this one here, the J1 Jelly Pack Primer. Really sticky primer. I'm going to keep this one. I'm literally keeping everything. Okay, Jekka Black Hydrating Primer. Again, I'm going to keep it because it's hydrating. This Milk Hydro Grip Primer, I'm going to put on the chopping block. Honestly, I'm not actually that sure if I love this or not, so that's going on the chopping block. This Colourpop primer looks a bit suspect. So I'm going to bin this because this I don't think should look like this. It's going in the bin. This Fix and Rouge Charm primer, I mean, it's okay, it doesn't do a lot, but I'm just going to keep it because why not? The Mono Skin Soft Focus. I mean, this is kind of a little bit, I mean, it says illuminating primer, but it's actually more like a moisturiser. I'm going to keep it. It's actually a really nice product. Wow, do you remember when I said I was getting rid of everything? Okay, right here. The Fix and Rouge Satin Blurring Primer Ultra Prime. This is too drying for my skin. I don't have oils at all, really. So I'm going to get rid of this. Pass this one on. I'm going to keep these like Benefit Minis that I've got going on here. Oh, there's that other Paul and Joe one here. I'm going to keep all these minis. I've also got the No Pore Problem priming water. I'm going to keep that one as well. I'm also going to keep this mini Hourglass Hydra Veil primer. Should I keep this one as well? Smoothing primer. I mean, it's kind of handy to have a little smoothing primer perhaps. I'm going to keep these little ones. Okay, keeping this. Fourth Rate Rainfall Hyaluronic Acid. I mean, this is more of a serum, but I'm going to keep it. I should probably put it with the skincare though, like moisturisation rather than a primer, because it's not a primer. Ooh, this I love and I have a backup of. This is the Sport FX Cool Down Primer. This stops you from getting really red when you're working out. I love this. Like, just on the face, nothing on top. This stops me from going red. I love it. I'm going to probably just bin this. There's literally nothing wrong with it, to be fair. I'm going to pass this one on. This is the PS Primark Radiant Primer. I am keeping this one though. This is the L'Oreal Infallible Luminizing Primer. Really, really nice. This one I'm going to put in the bin. This is the Soap & Glory Bright and Pearly Cocktail. This is like pretty old, so it's going to go in the bin. The Angel Veil Skin Perfecting Primer. This is quite expensive for what it is, by NYX. I'm going to keep it. Has like a cult following. Honestly, I think I'm going to get rid of my Benefit Professional. I just don't know why I have such a massive tube of this. So I'm going to pass this on to a friend. I'm sure someone will really like it. I'm going to get rid of my Nivea Post Shave Balm. It's going to go in the bin. It's old. Do you remember when Nikki Tutorials made this a thing? Why was this ever a thing? I don't know. But I'm going to get rid of it. This by Milk is the Hydrating Cooling Stick. I'm going to keep this. Also going to keep the L'Oreal Glow Cherie Primer. Kind of like the luminizing one even. This is like mixed in with a tinted moisturiser. It's really, really nice. Very glowy. I'm going to keep... God, aren't primers boring? I find primers so boring. Oh, this one's nice. This is the Luna Makeup Primer. This is really, really glowy. I'm going to keep that. Radiance Serum. Again, this is another serum, but I'm going to keep it. It's by Cry. I've never heard of this brand. Cry Skincare. It's a skincare. Why am I keeping this? Okay, these two are going to have to go in my skincare, but I'm keeping them. This is the Soft Oil Stick. I used to love this. It like adds a layer of oil to your skin that's not greasy. Really, really great for dry skin people. I'm going to keep this. What is this? Bare Minerals Original Primer. Yeah, I mean, let's keep this. Why not? Let's just try it. I think I need to go like, again, in my project pan, just go through like loads of tiny little samples. Again, I've got the Oromitsvia Facial Oil. That should really go in my facial oils. This is the Illamasqua Hydra Veil Primer. I'm going to just take it out of the box and keep it. These are really, really easy to go through. I've got through one of these in my project pan, so I'm going to keep that. The Beauty Blur. Sure, well, that's relatively new. We'll keep this. The Fix and Rouge Hydra Prime. I don't typically like lots of Fix and Rouge stuff. That's very similar to the Glow Cherie, so I'm going to actually pass this on because I don't need a lot of it. This one is the Fix and Rouge Pore Detox. Refine and Refine. Ooh, I like this one. Okay, I'm going to keep this one. What have we got left? We've got these left. Okay, this one is a really expensive skincare like primer. I'm going to keep it. The pump is actually broken, so I can't really pass it on to anyone, but it's actually really nice, so I'm going to keep this. Bourjois Healthy Mix. This needs to probably just... Oh, it's never been opened. Never been opened. Okay, we'll keep it. I don't really want to pass it on in case it's bad, because it's old. Mono Skin Skin Perfector. I really like this one. I'm keeping it. Again, it's more of a hydrating thing more than a thing. I wanted to just get some of these out, to be honest. This is the Spackle Under Makeup Primer. Okay, we'll try it. This one here, the Green Tea Primer. This has still got foil on, it looks like. I'm going to pass this on. It's actually really nice, but I've got too many right here. This is the Avant. This is quite expensive, so I want to keep this one. Context Microderm Regenerator. What is this? This is a cleanser. Why have I got a cleanser in my primer drawer? Okay, great. This is the Camo Close-Up Mask, Moisturiser and Primer in one. Yeah, we'll keep that. Why not? I think there's not a lot left of it, to be honest. This one is the Kane Jackson The Protector Multi-Purpose Primer. We'll keep this one. And what's this one? This is the Perricone Instant Blur. I've used this before. in my like testing weird products. I'm gonna get rid of the box. And I'm going to keep it. Like, it's this weird balmy thing. Where's the opening? It's this weird balm. I'm going to keep it for a short while because I don't have a lot of pore blurring stuff. But yeah, we'll keep that on for now. Eye primers. So we've got this lip primer from Lime Crime. It's a Ghost Veil. I'm going to keep. This is brand new. This is my Glam Light Eye Primer. Keep. NYX Glitter Glue. Keep. Kaleidos Lip Mask. Keep. Morphe Eye Primer. So there's not a lot of eye primers here, really. I might just keep all of them. This one's nearly done. In fact, I think it is done. So this is the Rimmel London Magnifiers eye primer. So I'll get rid of this. Urban Decay samples, probably older than the Hills. I'm just going to keep everything in here. We've got the Juvia's primer, Anastasia Beverly Hills primer, 3NA the lip primer, Urban Decay primer potion, Kaleidos tone activator. We'll just keep all those. There's not a lot there. And then I have more stuff here. Right here, this is a backup of the Sport Effects I was talking to you about, so I'm going to keep that. Smashbox, the original primer. Smooth and Blur, not my gig. I think I've tried this before, so I'm going to pass this on. Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream, love this, keeping it. A Wonder Glow, keeping. Oh, some more eye primers, okay, keeping them. A little sample, keep. This is where the state of affairs happen. Another Smashbox photo finish, again, I'm going to get rid of it, I don't want it. A spare, this works, up close. I put this like green stick on it to remind me that I hadn't opened it yet. But I'm actually going to just get rid of this. This is the In Transit Camera Close-Up Primer, getting rid. Revitalizing Moisturiser, that can go in my moisturisers. We won't count that. Is this, that's a Skin Perfector? Yeah, no, okay, cool. This one is the Vitamin Primer. It is really nice, but I don't need it. I've got so many primers here, so I'm actually going to pass it on. It's unsealed, or rather, it's sealed. These I am going to keep. These are my MUA Pro Base Banana Blur Primers. These are my backups. I really, really like this one, and I feel like they were going to discontinue it, and I really like it. I use this for makeup foundation videos, like review videos, because it's just like a standard nice primer that doesn't do too much, but doesn't do the most, but it doesn't do the least. It's like a really good £3 primer. So I'm going to keep that. These are my backups. Maybe I can do backups and samples in here perhaps. I don't know. Something like that. Okay, let's count what I am getting rid of first, and then we'll go on to what I'm keeping. I have one on the chopping block, which is the Milk Hydra Grip Primer. I need to work on this because I didn't love it the first time I used it, or the second time, or the third time. But I want to make this work. Everyone seems to bloody love it. So this is the only one on my chopping block. I am disposing of 4. So decluttering 4 technically, but they're getting rid of. And then 10 are being decluttered. Fat old 10. So in total 14 are leaving my collection. Maybe 15, depending on how I feel about this. And then I am keeping 62. Keeping all these primers, most of them are hydrating. This is like too many, but equally a lot of these are like tiny. Like this counts as 1, this counts as 1, but then equally this counts as 1. So I think I just need to tackle primers a bit more. Also that includes my lip and eye primers and samples as well. So not too bad. How many did I get rid of? Like 14. I've got rid of roughly 10-15%, so not too bad. So this drawer I feel like was chaotic, or is chaotic rather, but it wasn't always chaotic. This is concealers, and then what are these called? Colour correctors, more colour correctors, basically just like different types of concealer here. And then all concealers. It was done by like high-end and low-end, or like drugstore and non-drugstore. And then I have lots of what are these called? Sponges. These are clean, like there's a stain on that one, but these are actually clean. I just didn't want to have all of them out at once, so they were collecting dust. And then I've got backup sponges here, and then backup brows, mascaras. I won't be getting rid of any of this, I don't think, but yeah, let's go through this. I don't know how much I'm actually going to declutter out of this, if I'm perfectly honest. I think I just need to reorganise most of these drawers, as I've said, so yeah. Okay, concealers. This should be, I think, an easy one for me. I've got colour correctors in here as well. First of all, keeping the Charlotte Tilbury colour correctors. I've got mine in the shade 2 light, 2 medium even, and 1 fair, if I can get it open. These are the dogs in terms of colour correcting for under the eyes. Absolutely love them. Never getting rid of them, and would recommend them and purchase them again. Bloody expensive though. I've got some Jouer backups here. I thought I had another one, but obviously not. I have some Jouer backups of the concealers, and the retrospective concealers that we're talking about here are these ones. Keeping all of these. I've got mine in the shade Wheat and Lace. I think I got one of them in. Yeah. These are all stunning concealers, and they really, really vibe with me. So I'm going to keep all of them. I'm nearly out of this one. So yeah, I'm going to keep all of them. But yeah, I did buy 2 backups because I'm obsessed. I've got another 2 colour correctors here. I've got the number 7 Stay Perfect. What is this even called? Smoothing and Brightening Eye Base. This is actually quite nice. You can see I've hit pan on it. It's nice. One day I'll use it up. I've also got the Becca Under Eye Perfector, which again is a really, really beautiful one. I don't know if you can actually tell. Can you tell how much I've used up of this? I've used up quite a considerable amount. It's a really, really nice eye base. Okay, right, let's go for some favourites. I really love these 3. So this is the NYX Born to Glow Concealer. I've got mine in the shade Light Ivory. Really, really love this. So much so that I have, oops, they're all falling off. I have a backup of it. So yeah, I have a backup of it in, oh crap, Vanilla. That's not the same shade. Okay, well, never mind. I'll have to pick up another one. This is really, really great. I wore this on my graduation day. Love this concealer. It's so creamy, so radiant, so full coverage. I love it. I'm keeping both of them. The Candid is really, really nice. It's a really great eye base. It does dry down like, I'd say a satin matte. It's not quite matte, but it's like a satin matte. It's really, really nice on the eyes. The Milani Conceal and Perfect is really, really strong, but it doesn't crease on me, and it's just like a nice full coverage concealer. Really, really, really nice for the under eyes, in my personal opinion. I'm gonna get rid of this, but not because I don't like it, but because you can probably see it's completely like used up. You can see like the actual doe foot right there. It is really used up. I use this to death. I love it. It's the Essence Matte Concealer, Camouflage Matte Concealer. I've got mine in the shade Light Ivory, number 2 Light Ivory. Really like this, but it's obviously gonna have to go in the bin because there's nothing left. I've got some Jeff ones here. I've got the green colour corrector, which, my god, this is the most pigmented green colour corrector ever. I don't actually own another green colour corrector, so I will keep this. And I have 2 of his concealers. I have C6 and C8. I actually do really like these concealers, dare I say it. The packaging is amazing, apart from, oh, okay, the star has broken off even more. I was going to say the star broke off on this one, and it just keeps breaking off, but never mind. It's not a big deal. I paid for these like on discount. I didn't pay full price for any of these concealers, but they're really, really pretty. Very Sailor Moon, you know. But I'm going to keep these. Am I going to get rid of any? Good Quahon. Good Quahon. I have backups of the Milani and the Maybelline Erase Concealer. These 2 are really, really fab concealers, and I'm keeping them. Obviously they are backups, but I want to keep them. Let me just talk about these backups as well, which, like, don't judge me, please. Don't judge me. I have these in a variety of shades. I've got Porcelain, Cool Sand, Ivory, Nude Beige. Like, they're all slightly different for different times of the year. This is the Primark Concealer. You can see that some of them are paler than others. Some of them are good for my face, some of them are good for my under eyes. These are amazing. I love these so, so much. These are £2 and they're amazing. They're a really good dupe for the NARS concealer. This one's actually open. I didn't even realise this one was open. Okay, I'll use that. But okay, yeah, cool. These are unopened, brand new in the cellophane, and this one's been open. This one here is the Rimmel Lasting Radiance Concealer. It's actually quite a nice drugstore concealer. I really like it. It's nice. I'm going to keep it. This Sport Effects one I'm going to get rid of. I never really liked this. It's got like this weird doe foot, but it's like really, really hard. It's not nice and spongy. So this is going to join this fellow one in the bin. This one here is relatively new. This is the Tarte Hydra Sealer. This is okay. Like, it's nice. I have nothing bad to say about it. It's just okay, but I will use it up and I probably won't repurchase this. I feel a bit lost, to be honest. Okay. I don't want to get rid of any of these. I don't want to get rid of any of them. These Too Faced ones I'm not getting rid of. These are expensive. These are the Born This Way, the Multi-Sculpting Concealer, which I sometimes have used as foundation, and then the Naturally Radiant Concealer. I got mine in the shade Fairest and Nude. I mean, 2 different colours really, but they both work for me. I'm not getting rid of them because they're expensive and because I wanted to try out a high-end concealer. I like to have a variety of high-end and drugstore, so I am going to keep them. I'm also going to keep this Stay Naked one. I actually quite like this. It's not my favourite concealer. This is 20NN, but I am going to keep it. I haven't tried it out enough, to be honest, but it's alright. Oh, this one, Collection, I need to say 2000. Does anyone else say Collection 2000? It's just Collection. Collection Lasting Perfection Concealer. This is like an OG. This is in the shade Ivory 3. Really, really nice concealer. It dries down matte, but it's quite nice, so I'm going to keep that. This Catrice one has got nothing left. This is the Liquid Camouflage Waterproof Concealer. Really, really lovely. It's got next to nothing left, so I'm going to just throw it out. To be honest, it's probably not very good for my under eye, so I'm going to get rid of this. This Catrice Light Reflecting one. I can't remember what I think of this. Oh, it's very thick. I think it's gone off. Okay, we're going to throw this one away. What else have we got here? We've got the Kat Von Don't. The KVD concealer. This is actually still going. It's the Locket concealer. I'm going to just keep on using this. Same with L'Oreal Infallible, More Than a Concealer. This is not my favourite. This is quite drying, but again, sometimes I can't remember. I think I forgot that I actually had this chopping block. I've actually forgotten that I had the chopping block. I feel like I've been doing declutters all day. I forgot I had the chopping block. I put this in the chopping block. I'm also going to put this in the chopping block, the Kat Von D. I'm also going to put... no, I kind of want the Born This Way ones, so I'm going to keep them. I'm going to put the Flower Beauty one on the chopping block because I've forgotten what I feel about this one. This is the Light Illusion Concealer. That's on the chopping block. The Zoeva Authentic Skin Concealer. This is going to go on the chopping block because I can't remember. This one, the Maybelline Superstay. This is matte, but it's a really good eye base, so I'm going to keep it for that. The Juvia's Place one is literally the most full coverage concealer of your life. I will keep it because it's a bit different and I want to keep some indie brands as well, so I'll keep that. This colour corrector is really, really great if you want to cancel out your eyebrows, okay? Weird thing to say, I know, but I keep it for like avant-garde makeup, so I'll keep that one. Pro Conceal is bright yellow. If I have any sallowness, I suppose I could use that. Sometimes I get that around my jaw, so I'll keep this. This little concealer palette is actually quite nice. It's by Rimmel London. I quite like it. I quite like to have these sorts of things to carve out my brows and stuff, so I will keep that. The Urban Decay All Nighter Concealer. I can't remember how I feel about this. It's going to go on the chopping block. The Revolution Conceal and Define. I think I have 2 of these. Yeah, Conceal and Define. I've got, what's the shade? C2 and C6. Let's just swatch them both. Oh, this one's dry, so we'll get rid of that one. That's C6. And C2, I mean... do I really, really want this? Do you know what? I'm just going to get rid of it. I don't even want to give this to anyone. It's really dry as hell. Right, this is the Conceal and Hydrate in C3 by Revolution. God, this is massive. We will put this on the chopping block. And I also want to put these 2 on the chopping block as well. These are the e.l.f. 16-Hour Camo Concealer and the Hydrating Concealer. You can see that this one's got like more of an oily base. It's just far more liquidy, but it's very, very yellow. I'm going to put both of these on the chopping block because I'm not actually sure that I love either of them. So I'm going to put them both on the chopping block. And then I have these 2. So I have the L'Oreal Infallible Pomade, which I do use sometimes. I'm just going to keep it because this is the only other potted concealer I have, and this isn't really a pot, but we'll keep them. And then this is the Soap & Glory Kick-Ass Concealer. So you get a little powder and a colour corrector and then a concealer. I took this out of my declutter last time and actually did use it. I mean, yeah, the glue is just gone. But these are actually really, really nice and creamy. So I'm kind of like, yeah, do you know what? We're just going to keep it. They're really, really nice under and over the eyes for sort of colour correction and stuff. So I am going to keep it after all that time saying I'm going to get rid of it. But I need to project pan this, I think. I think after my concealers are done, maybe I might introduce this into my project pan. So yeah, keeping that. How did I do? Not very well, it feels. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 concealers are going in the bin. That feels, yeah, I mean, they're not being passed on to anyone, but 6 are going to go in the bin. And then I have 8 going on the chopping block. If I don't like them for whatever reason, I might offer them to family and friends. Yeah, okay, there we go, 8 on the chopping block. And then 39 concealers. Wow, that's so crazy. 39 concealers, but one of them, 2, 3, like a lot of them are color correcting. So I'd say maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. About 10 of them are color correcting, which means, yeah, the rest, so like a quarter of them are color correcting, but the rest are concealers, just like straight up concealers. A lot of these are actually backups. So when I come to look at it, when I put them out like this, these are the backups right here, which is excessive. I know that I've got a lot of these Primark ones, like I've got 7 of these Primark ones just as backups, but they're really, really nice, and I go through them so quickly. Like, they're really easy to project pan because they're so creamy, and I can just literally apply them across the entire face. So we have kept a lot. Don't hate me for it, but I apply concealer, I'd say, more often than I do foundation sometimes. Concealer's one of those things, like concealer, brows and mascara are one of those must-have products for me if I leave the house, in terms of going anywhere, like for work or anything. Even to the gym, I put a bit of concealer on my eyes just to cancel out the purple. So I'm not mad at this. I'm glad that we've got to chop some of the dead wood out, and I'm intrigued to try out these on the chopping block to see if I actually like them. Yeah. Ooh, I think I learned a lot from this one. Okay, so overall I kept 101 items. 8 are on the chopping block, including concealer and primer, and I decluttered 20 things. So overall I decluttered 20% of my concealer and primer collection as like the 2 categories together. 6 concealers went in the bin, either because they're used up or they're just janky and gross. I also have 8 concealers on the chopping block. Concealer is one of those things where I was like, I don't really want to give it to other people, because even the concealers I don't use, I still use a lot, and I just feel like the constant in and out motion, the dunking and the putting all over the face, it's just not that hygienic. I just don't think I'm a fan of giving someone that sort of thing unless it's been very gently used, which none of those have been. So yeah, 8 of them are on the chopping block, 6 have been got rid of, so that's 10% of my concealer collection I binned or, you know, disposed of, and I kept 39 concealers. Okay, that's a lot. A lot of them were those Primark concealers, which, yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm hoarding them. I have no excuse, okay? I have no excuse, but I will use them. I use easily 2 a year, as well as my other concealers, so yes. With primer, I decluttered 10 and I binned 4. I did actually get rid of 20% of my primer collection, but I have kept 62. Now, I've decided I'm not really a primer person, and I know that sounds conflicting with how many primers I've kept versus how many I'm getting rid of, but my mission now is to use all of these primers and actually have a firm understanding of if I enjoy them or not. I wanted to keep some that were unique in terms of pore filling. I don't use pore filling all the time, but to have one there if I want to use it, I like that. I do predominantly beauty around here, so I'd like to have the option if I want to use it. A lot of my primers are hydrating, and hydrating primers are one of those things that I use the most. I just need to go through my primers on my face and decide if I actually want to keep them, or just use them up. You know, primers are one of those things that I just get lazy with and I forget to use, and I end up using a moisturiser instead. So yeah, I think I just need to be strict with myself and just use them up, and if I'm not going to use it up and if I don't like it enough, I just need to get rid of it, and I need to be a bit strict with myself. So I think at the end of the year, I've kind of mentioned it before in another one of these videos, I think at the end of the year I want to do like a quick scan across my entire makeup collection and just kind of pick out a few bits that I don't want to keep anymore. Not necessarily a massive declutter, but just like a quick tidy up of the whole collection. And the primer area might be one of those where I'm kind of like, yeah, I've tested these 5, I don't actually want them anymore, like yeah, whatever, you know, like it might be like that. So I mean, that's what I'm hoping anyway. So yeah, I'm a little bit disappointed. I would have liked to have that been 30% rather than 20% decluttered, but I think it's going to be a case of, you know, my Project Pan concealer is nearly used up now, and I'm going to be rolling in another one. might even roll in 2, I'm not sure how I feel about that. And I want to roll in a couple of other things in terms of just using things up and using things more, and with primer, I think, like I said, I'll be testing out things during the year. So at the end of the year, I'm hoping that I can just understand what I truly do and don't like. But yeah, a little bit disappointing, but it's better than nothing. But that is it. That is all 8 parts of my makeup collection and declutter finished. Whoop, whoop, whoop. I'm very excited that I could get through all of this and, yeah, you know, just like take out the bits that I wasn't really using, and actually it's made me appreciate my collection a little bit more. Even though it's a complete mess right now, I kind of understand what I do and don't like in my collection, and it's kind of reminded me what I still have in my drawers. So I'm excited now that all of it's been decluttered and I've actually gone through it properly and given it a bit of a cleanse, and just remembered what I do and don't have in my collection. Like I said, just like I mentioned in the beginning of the video, I will be filming a makeup collection organisation video, so when I get some spare time I am going to film that. So if you want to see that, then please do not forget to ring the bell, because I upload 3 to 4 videos a week. Subscribe if you haven't already as well, and give this video a thumbs up if you have enjoyed. Thumbs this video up if you enjoyed declutters, thumbs this video up if you enjoyed my 8 parts of decluttering, and just talk to me down below about decluttering. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Sorry that these videos have been a bit few and far between towards the end. I do apologise for that. That is my editing faux pas. But there you go, you live and you learn. I hope you guys stay safe, take care, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.